All right, everybody. Hey, let me see here. All right, everybody. Hey, this is Bridgette June, and today is 20 Minutes with Bridgette. And let's go to the blog. It's going to be, hold on a second. All right, today is 20 Minutes with Bridgette, June 16th, 2020. Energy healing for exhaustion. So I don't know about you guys out there, but the last 2 weeks, the energy at night is bunkers. Bunkers. Anyway, so I thought I would do a little energy healing class on just kind of, we're going to, once you get really good at using energies, you can start to use frequencies. But it's good to have like kind of visual aids towards those frequencies. So we're going to be using colors. So here we are, Patreon. You want a private session. And here we are with our blog for the day. Okay, so we're going to be using the color red. And we're going to be using this dark red. This is the color. And we're going to use it for grounding. So I'm just going to go through the blog and then we're going to go through the practice. Okay, hopefully you can hear me because people say that there's been some problems with the microphone. And so I don't see any way. Let me see here. Hopefully you can hear me. Because I don't see any kind of way to actually turn it up. So there you go. All right. Okay, hopefully we are rocking and rolling. Okay, so this is going to be the grounding color. Red is like the best color for grounding because it's the color of our blood. Everything in this world, circulates through our blood. All the crystals and minerals and stuff that are in our blood help us to keep grounded and also make us an antenna, right? Sender and receiving. So you have to be grounded to be able to do that. So we're going to use it that way. And it's a masculine energy. So grounding is a very masculine energy because it deals with the world, right? Feminine aspect is God or the infinite, so structure, everything that goes on in the world, action-oriented, is all male energy. So we want to use male energy because we're exhausted in the physical world. All right, gold. We're going to use this gold color here that has like fleck and stuff in it, right? Sparkly. This is also a very male color, and we're actually going to use it to actually increase energy in the energy field. So let's just say it's like, let's just say it's like makes you feel really good and strong and vital and full of energy, like a really good upswing and calm. All right, so we're going to use that to actually put in the energy into the field. All right, and then we have turquoise. And we're going to use kind of the sparkly, you're going to use more of this medium color turquoise to actually heal the body and apply it into the cells to help the cells with conducting energy, and also if the cells are having a tough time because we're overloaded or there's a lot of mental stuff going on. Turquoise is such a good mental health and body healing color, and it talks here, and it's going to be a female color because it's like water, right? Okay, so And also it's happy. It's a happy color. All right, we can also, I just want to add some different things. So these are kind of the different colors of turquoise, right? We're going to be using this one. But if you look at the stone, so just kind of want to, put some thoughts in your head. You don't have to have the stone to use the stone. And sometimes I remember one time I was working at a convention and I had my booth set up and I was doing reboots. And there were some people with some really heavy, really heavy stuck energy. And just the whole place. There's a lot of people moving around, a lot of needy people looking for something, anything, that they could cling on to. And I remember looking up and seeing this banner. And this banner had like this really intense neon pink in it. And I felt kind of like, when I looked at it, I felt, oh yeah, this is like the color that I need. So I ended up doing some quiet time and some energy work and pulling that pink color that I was looking at into my field to kind of brighten my field and clean it up, kind of buffer what's going on outside of me. So anywhere in nature that you see colors that really kind of go bam and, really strike you, those are colors that you're going to want to, I just need to go and check something really, I think we're okay. Those are really great colors that you're going to really want to pull into your energy field. And so we'll talk a little bit about the practice when we get to the practice. So, I can look at things on the internet, different color stones, find the exact color I need, and then pull it into my energy field, right? I can recreate that, or I can just visualize a stream of that energy coming into my body. So sometimes it's good to, have a visual. So orange, we're dealing with orange too. We're going to have some orange because we need some refreshing, right? So everything needs a little refreshing. And I really like this because it kind of had some, some yellow, orange, and it had some sunlight. So really like that. In orange, we're going to use it to refresh ourselves, right? Give ourselves some regenerating vigor. So I could also pull the orange from this flower if I saw this flower in nature. And then I saw these shoes because, I want you to realize like how not ridiculous this is, but how simple this kind of an idea is, So if you're looking around in anywhere and you're feeling low and you just see a color or something that just really, has this really great feeling towards it, you probably need it in your energy field. This is why sometimes people will say, well, if I wear these colors, and you could do that too. But yeah, so we're going to do, and I work with actually creating layers of color in the different parts that I need. I don't like to wash all the color together because sometimes it turns into like brown and yucky colors. So I like to try to keep the color not separated from each other, but let's just say in its space, right, that we're using it for. Okay. And then this was a cool website that I found that talks about, like feminine and masculine. And those kinds of things about the different colors. So, because I think it's important to do a blog so that you guys can actually have something to look at and check out. Okay, so that's what we've got for you. Okay, so I'm going to get out of the blog. You can find that on COE-LLC. And so we're going to go from there. I'm going to turn my mic up just a little bit. And because it doesn't look like it's peeking out. Okay, let me just see what it's got going on now. All right, hopefully you'll be able to hear that. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to work with, in our inner self, in our inner mind is, and you can go back and while you're doing this and look at that red color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the red color. So I can bring in it as imaginary paint. I I can paint it on. I can bring it in an energy stream. I can do all kinds of different stuff with it. And I'm going to make it kind of more of a solid kind of matter, less airy-fairy and kind of wet. So I'm going to take the red color in and I'm going to apply it on the outside of my sphere. So your sphere is like, you know, a circle around you, all the way around you, right? So whatever that sphere around you looks like, that, imagine a line around it, you know, three-dimensional. And then you're going to take the red color and I'm going to do like 3 feet deep. So I'm going to do 3 feet on top of my sphere and I'm going to put it on. And I like to use my hands and stuff to do this, right? Like I'm painting. So, and whatever works best for you. And that's kind of like how I like to do it. And so we're just going to spend a couple of minutes here. Oh, I can already feel the energy kind of coming down. Okay, I'm going to paint this energy onto the outside of my sphere. Yeah, 3 feet deep. And now I'm going to kind of work with the below part. And I might be a little bit fast at this. Just been doing it for a long time. And so just, you know, take your time. If you need to stop the video and do the sections, that's okay too. And I'm going to finish up here. I'm almost done. And get in the back here. And get that all in there. Oh, yeah. All right, now I'm going to check and make sure there's no gaps. Whew, I could already feel grounded. That's super great. Okay, so now we're going to move into, and what I want to do is I want to fill my sphere on the inner side with the gold. And I want mine extra sparkly. So I'm going to go ahead and open a little hole in my field where I just did the red. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull through. And I want it more liquidy, thick and liquid. I'm going to put some quartz crystals in it. And then so I'm going to have this really thick, liquidy gold that's going to fill up my sphere, right? So that's what I'm going to do. My whole sphere, all the way around me, on the outside of me and in the sphere. Okay, so I'm going to pull it in, and I put some really brilliant quartz crystals in it because I want it really shimmery. I'm going to put a little silver fleck in there, and then I'm going to pull it in, and I'm just going to fill my whole sphere, like water pouring in. Also, sometimes it's really good to think about elements, you know, like the red, it's kind of clayey, you know, thicker, and that's kind of earth. And then we're doing some water, kind of liquid gold. And wow, I can feel that filling up. Feels so good. All right, we're still filling it up. We've got all this great yum, 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 yum in it. And you can put whatever you like in it. You know, use your intuition, use your inner hearing, use your inner seeing, use your inner thinking, feeling. Okay, now I'm going to use the same hole. I've got the gold all lined up and feeling good. All right, so now what we're going to do is I want to actually use the orange color, and I want it to be kind of a dusty, so air quality. So I'm going to have it come through as a powder and a dust. And so I'm going to have that actually come in and fill up my body. So I'm going to dust I'm gonna dust the inside of my body and maybe the outside too, just the skin. I'm gonna dust it with the orange. So we're working with some of the air color. So I'm gonna dust myself with the orange as it's coming in. Yeah, just kind of keep dusting myself and on the outside and inside. And I'm gonna have to do the back side. Yep, I'm gonna do the back side and the arms. And then I'm gonna get the back side powdered up. And I'm just gonna go with a solid orange because I think that works the best. Okay, get the bottom of my feet, bottom of my hands, get it in my mouth, my eyes, my ears. And then now I'm gonna dose it inside everything in my body. So I'm just gonna kind of hit it like a pepper shaker. So it goes through everything. It's going on to the organs. It's just, yeah, orange going in there and kind of rejuvenating all the organs. Yeah, we're getting it all in there. Spine, bone, tendons, ligaments. You get it all over. All right. Yep, get all those systems. Colon, outside of colon, inside of colon, in liver, outside of liver. Yeah, and I've just noticed I got some darker aspects going on in the liver area, so I'm just gonna really powder orange on those dark spots because I'm not doing cleaning and clearing. I'm just adding. I'm adding energy flows today. All right, that's good. Okay, now we're gonna go for the turquoise, and the turquoise are gonna be for the cells. So we want them in the red blood cells, the white blood cells, all the cells that are helping to fix the body and all the different systems, 50,000 on average trillion cells in the body. So let's go ahead and pull that turquoise through that little hole. And let's get those cells charged up with turquoise. Yeah, I'm just running it through my system so that every little cell picks up turquoise. And like I said, if you need time, stop the video, take your time, move a little bit slower, you know. Visualization requires that you visualize it and do it and get it right. I'm going to put some in my brain cells too. Let's get those brain cells. A little extra coating of orange in there. And then get those brain cells turquoise up. I'm going to get hair cells. Yep, turquoised. Nail cells, toenail cells. Get those all turquoised up. Okay, now I'm going to shut the hole, kind of fix it and put the red back in there. And then I'm just going to take some deep breaths. So let's just kind of set it. So we're going to breathe in our nose and we're going to breathe out our mouth, like about 10 times. All right. And I just noticed I have general fatigue, like kind of in my back still. So I'm gonna gurgle that out, right? And if you go back to the throat chakra um, video, it'll kind of talk about this. It's a practice that I kind of learned in my Kundalini practice when I was down studying in San Diego. So I'm just going to gurgle it out. So I'm just going to use my voice to make kind of more primitive grunting and groaning, however it feels in my body, so that I can let go of this tension and fatigue that's in my back. So I'm just going to go ahead. And so if you want to try it, you can try it. Um, yeah, you can feel kind of retarded at first, but I'll tell you what, once you get used to it, it really can help a lot, because it's like you're sounding out kind of the feeling and you're releasing it through your mouth, where we swallow everything and we back it down. So we never really release anything, we get stuck. So it's kind of a way of releasing it out the mouth, and releasing the energy and kind of getting a primitive, primal kind of connection to it to get rid of it. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes just to do that. Had a little bit of frustration in there. Needed to go. All right, I'm going to take in a couple more deep breaths. All right. All right, that's your 20 minutes with Bridgette. God, I feel really grounded right now. Oh. So probably the energy will pick up now that everything's kind of set in. So if you want to take a nap or a rest, just shut your eyes, have a quiet moment for a few minutes, and wait for your systems to come up. All right, everybody, thanks for supporting me. 20 minutes with Bridgette, and today's June 16th, and energy healing exhaustion. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Over now.